Hi everybody, it's really late, so I'm going to make this quick. I'm super tired, but I know I needed to get this video out there. So, I was watching another video about how they had a self-sufficient homestead, and they'd been doing this challenge for like roughly 10 months, I think, at the time, but they were going for a year, only eating and everything what they had or grew or took care of, raised on their homestead, which I think is absolutely amazing. But they were getting some quite, I don't know if a ton of hate for it, but they were getting quite a bit of hate and some skepticism, however you say that. Speech issues here. Anyway, because they feel like, people are making comments like, oh, well, you still have to go buy a cell phone and get Ziploc bags somewhere, so it's not truly sustainable. And they're like, oh, well, what would you do if there was a famine or a flood? And so see how sustainable you'd be then. Stupid things. And it's like, my goodness, people, leave them alone. They are doing an amazing job. Now, the thing that I would say, like, instead of criticizing them, maybe leave a comment and say, hey, you might want to have a couple different, food preservation ideas for the extra things. So when you go to harvest stuff, what you can't eat, dehydrate and can with oxygen absorbers, or freeze, or can, or however, or look into something, have different food preservation things. So if something was to happen on their homestead or anybody's homestead, and there was a famine or a really bad outbreak of bugs that year that you found out too late how to take care of, you would have other means of food until you got more going again. But there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and I completely understand that. There's a lot of things going on with indigenous groups and African Americans. Just a lot of things going on. And excuse me if I use any wrong terms. It is not on purpose whatsoever. And I understand there's a lot of stuff going on, so somebody can post something and somebody else gets upset about it, and it's back and forth, and in all honesty, I try to ignore most of it because I'm not getting involved in that whole debate on everything. There's no perfect opinion. Someone could say what their opinion is, and one group might like them because of it, and then another group doesn't like them. Even though there's nothing particularly wrong with that person's opinion, it's always going to upset somebody. You cannot make everybody happy. The best you can do is focus on yourself, focus on your family, if you are having one with you, I guess. Anyway, and focus on their needs and getting shit done. Worrying about other people, at least at this current moment, is not like, I'm worried about my family, making things work for us and surviving. I'm not worried about pissing people off. I don't care. Now, then again, that's not to say like I'm just going to go out and say whatever. I just avoid topics and shit because I'm not getting roped into all that bullshit.